Morning, everyone. Or anyone, depending. Everyone or anyone. I'm not picky. The Highland Grog, which is a butterscotch caramel thing. I've not had it yet. It smells wonderful in the bag. I'm gonna open the bag now. Ooh. It's like a Werther's original. It really is. No escaping, Bean. Should probably pour it this way, since it's a wider mouth. Oh, and there I went too far. Look at that. You moved too soon.
You moved too soon.
Let's go. Put that in there. Cool. Looks good. Looks good. Feels great. Pour this in here. Switch this out. Boom. Water's heating up. Got a really daunting task today. I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. I came up with this morning. I had a wild hair up my ass. I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of a thing and I'm going to fix it today. And after I said all that and had my shower, I'm like, oh, boy, it's probably going to be a total pain in the ass. Before I do that, though, question. For those folks that do sit-ups, if you can remember back to the first time you started doing sit-ups, did you have cramping, like on your stomach walls, like here? Just wondering, because I'm like, what is this, I think this is the start of week 6. And week 1, I started doing sit-ups, along with some other weight exercises, along with running for about 40-45 minutes on the elliptical. But I've been doing sit-ups, and they've been flat sit-ups, and I've got my feet anchored, and I'm pulling myself up and back. So I don't know if that's what it is. I just, this morning, I was leaning forward a little bit, and I sneezed. And this muscle over here seized up, something awful. I've also gotten some seizing on this side in the lower abdomen. I feel there are times when I feel, maybe it's just, I'm gaining some muscle and now I can like feel it underneath my fat layer. But it just feels like at any point one of my stomach wall muscles is gonna seize up at any moment. You know, if I fart, if I sneeze, if I look at a plant the wrong way, you know, it just feels like it's going to seize up. So if that happens to somebody, let me know if that happened to you and if there was anything you did to fix it. Anyhow, so to my daunting task. First, once again, Highland Grog, a butterscotch caramel flavor. I'm very excited. It smells great. Honestly, the Scotcheroo, the Indiana Jones themed Scotcheroo that they put out, the Crusader Cup, that was the best smelling coffee and the best tasting caramel coffee. This is second. We'll place this today, but that one is definitely my favorite. All right, so I've been fighting with the outdoor spigot for, how long have we been here? 4 years? It is the worst spigot. It is the cheapest spigot they could have installed. And it's like, it's a spigot outside in the garage, and there's a hot spigot and a cold spigot right next to each other. I'm thinking about trying to replace the spigot now. I will tell you that I have replaced 2 toilets in my lifetime. I've replaced a sink. I've replaced a fixture in the sink whose name I can't grab right now. This thing, not this thing in particular, but the one in the old house. So I can do things. It's just, you know, I'm a little frightened of doing it because I'm not telling him that I'm doing it because it's like, I'm just tired. I know we both probably use that outside spigot, you know, the same way. And it's one of those, it's a crank, it's a handle. You have to turn it several dozen times. There's not enough room in between the handle itself and the damn wall. So I just need to figure out I need to go find what I want to use. And I think I want to use I mean, like a handle like this. I mean, not like this, but, you know, something similar where I push it down and it's just like one fluid motion, off, on. I mean, this is hot and this is cold, but for illustrative purposes, on, off, or on and off. Probably I want off to be up and on to be like this. So that's kind of what I want. I just got to go to Home Depot and do it. And I'm a little nervous. I don't want to pick the wrong thing, first of all. I mean, I'll take pictures, so it's not like I'm going to go in there with, you know, I need a spigot. What kind? I'll take pictures of where it is and what it is and how big it is. So, you know, if somebody wants to help me in that fashion, that would be great at Home Depot. But it's just, you know, it's just whenever you kind of do something, it's not that it's broken. It's that it's tedious. And it makes the worst squeaking sound when you turn it on and when you turn it off. And I can't deal with it. This is what I'm talking about. And maybe I exaggerated. I mean, a little hard to get to, but you know, it would be nice if there was a handle over here that I could just push down and up. But as it stands, I mean, it just sounds like I'm beating a dog in the garage, you know? I love these type of hoses. I washed the car yesterday, so these are for his back plants. It's kind of how we keep the water out of the hose, but not wasted. Car. So it's just, you know, it's just a little, it is what it is. And, you know, I don't think it'll be that difficult. I know where the water shutoff is. It's downstairs. I know how to run the taps to let everything drain out so it doesn't leak everywhere. It's just, you know, it's just doing it. It's still like a brand new house. I hate the idea of taking out something that's brand new, but I mean, you kind of saw the frustration. It's just silly. The way it sounds, the way it's set up. It's very cheap. It doesn't freeze in there. I'm going to get a frost. I'm going to make sure that it's like frost proof or freeze proof or freeze resistant. It doesn't freeze in the garage. It doesn't ever get that cold in there. So that's just a daunting task that, it's not that I'm not looking forward to doing it. I like doing things. It's just, you know, getting up the gumption to go out and do it. Gas is at an all-time low. So, and that's at a half a tank, and I don't like it going below a half a tank because if it gets below a half a tank, I get lazy and let it go even further. And I've had the gas light come on when there's like 50 miles left in it, and to fill that thing up with premium is no fun. It's a sad thing to watch all of those numbers continue to go up and up and up. So I think gas is at an all-time low. It's been for quite a while. So coffee, Highland Grog. That's got a nice smell to it. It's almost, it almost makes you think of Christmas. The butterscotch and caramel and I don't know. It's very Christmassy. I didn't get that from the Crusader cup. I just got pure, beautiful, tasty butterscotch caramel. And I also had chocolate in it. The Highland Grog here does not have chocolate in it. It's just butterscotch and caramel. So that might be the changing factor here. It just smells so nice. It's interesting. I mean, this has got vanilla and caramel and coffee liqueur in it. You know, this is just caramel and butterscotch. And it's just, you get the butterscotch taste at the end. Like right now, I'm feeling that butterscotch taste. At the beginning, you get the creaminess of the caramel and the nice coffee flavor, which in this case is a medium roast, Arabica medium roast. But as it dissipates, as it gets off your tongue, that's when the butterscotch kicks in. It's just this soothing, pleasing taste. Oh, that's really nice. I like that very much. Tomorrow we'll do the cannoli. And then next week we'll do the ones that I've already had that are delicious. And I know that they're delicious, but the cannoli is going to interest me. How that's going to go. Taste a cannoli in a bag with coffee. Shifting gears again, I took my last shot of Ozempic, the last of the pen that I had. I felt confident to put the dose to where the 0.5 instead of the 0.25, so we basically doubled it. Seems to be going fine. I am losing weight. It's actually quite remarkable, the change in how shirts feel. I have a lot of XLs that probably need to be downsized to Ls as long as this continues. And, you know, I think it's mostly the exercise that's keeping me going, that is driving me to weight loss. I mean, it's an hour and a half of downstairs doing nothing but, you know, working muscle groups. So muscle burns fat. So at least that's my understanding, unless, you know, I've been lied to by all of those workout gurus that I've heard talk for the past 50 years. I guess in my case, like 47. But anyway, so I took the last of that today. I do have a new pen in there. Interesting thing though, if you continue to take the 0.25, the amount of needles that they initially give you doesn't equal all of that dose, all of that pen. What happened is that I'd taken 4 weeks of the 2.5, and then that left me with 2 doses of 0.5 left. And with that, I used up all the needles, which means I'd had 2 doses without fresh needles, you know, clean needles. So what I'd had to have gone back to the pharmacy and say I needed 2 more Ozempic needles seems kind of weird. As it stands, I think there's 4.5 shots in Ozempic. So the amount of needles I have now is 6, which means I'll be left with 2. So I don't know. With a drug that costs as much as it does, you would think that they would have the needle situation figured out, because the needles come in the box. It's all self-contained. It's not something that it looks like the pharmacy puts together and seals. It's all in the refrigerator already, ready to go, pre-boxed, and they just hand it to you. So, well, they hand it to you after you pay. So, so that's 1 pen down. I feel really good, you know, soreness in my shoulders because I think I'm overdoing it with my shoulders. I'm doing a lot of push-outs, and then I have the weights and I'm bringing them straight out like this, and then I'm putting them back like this. I do that like 5 times, and then I go back to doing 10 of these, and then I do 5 more of these, and it seems to work out okay. And the soreness seems to go away. And it's what's really weird is that if I'm not messing with weights, the soreness will be there. But once I start messing with the weights, the soreness kind of goes away. So that's really weird. I think it's a really weird thing that the body does with all of this stuff. But yeah, like I said in the beginning, the cramping really doubles you over. It's really bad. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if it's just, I've never consistently done sit-ups. And right now I've done them for the past 6 weeks, you know. I do about 40 sit-ups like that. I do 10 and then a small break for like 15, 20 seconds. And then I do 10 more and then 20-second break. And then I do 10 more and then repeat to 4 times 4. So I don't know. All I do know is I'm fitting in clothes I haven't fit in for a very long time. The weight is not necessarily going down, but I think a lot of that is being replaced. The fat, I think, is being replaced by you know, is that the formula? Muscle weighs more than fat, or is it fat weighs more than muscle? I can never remember. Somebody told me that once, and I don't know if it's true or not. But I mean, I have lost weight. I have lost mass around my trunk area, so, you know, I'm just working towards a thinner me, because the blood sugar, man, the blood sugar and the cholesterol. We fixed the cholesterol with the medication. I was really amazed to watch that number, how that number changed. I mean, I had fairly high cholesterol, and it went down many, many, many points. It was pretty crazy. And so I'm hoping that when I do a test, it come the first week of October, when I go back and have tests run for both the testosterone and, you know, for blood work, for blood sugar and whatnot, I'm hoping that those numbers have come down quite a bit, because not only of the change in diet, but the copious amounts of exercise that I've added on to the fact that I never really did exercise, even though I told her, hey, yeah, I exercise every once in a while. Nope, that was not true. And, you know, I don't know why you fib to your doctor, or lie. It's a lie. It's admitted. It's a lie. I don't know why you lie to your doctor, but, you know, you just don't like, you know, personally, I don't like people younger than me looking at me disapprovingly. Yeah. I'll say it out loud. You know, if people look at me disapprovingly, I definitely don't want them to be younger than I am. And my CNP is probably about 7 or 8 years younger than I am. So, which, you know, I don't mind. She's great. But yeah, I just don't like people younger than me looking at me disapprovingly. It happens more often than not since I play video games and talk on a YouTube channel and put together Lego downstairs. So, what are you gonna do? Thank you for watching today. I appreciate every single one of you. Highland Grog, get the sample pack. Pick a couple out, and if you like caramel and butterscotch, pick out a Highland Grog as well. It looks like I'm a frickin' commercial for Bones Coffee. I'm not. I just love it. It just tastes great, and you know, why not feature it? I mean, I'm paying for it. I'm buying it. It's fine. I don't mind. And it tastes great. So, you know, highly recommend going there and trying some flavored coffees. If you want to dip your toe into this kind of coffee stuff, that's definitely a great place. They have a wonderful selection of fruity coffees, chocolatey coffees, caramel coffees. You know, they got a fruity pebbles kind of coffee, which is neat. They have canned coffees that have sugar in them. That taste really nice. They've also got little pods if you're into pods. It's up to you. It's fine. I'm not judging. I'm just saying that I'm personally not into pods anymore. I have upgraded to a grinder and a Chemex and a Clever, and I'm using paper filters, man. So, you know, I'm zen and one with the world. And we will talk to you tomorrow when I open up this holy cannoli. Get a cup of coffee. We'll see you later. Bye.